Welcome back to the NDS. We're here at Verlandring for race 16. Quick look down qualifying. And back up the boards we go. We are ready to roll. This is going to be a drafting track with a lot of mechanical skill being involved in here. So you can't just freeload. You gotta really wheel and deal to victory here. But let's see what these drivers got. 42 starters. That one racer on pole. Biggest piece of advice I could say for this field is watch out for any big ones. This track is notorious for that. As we are green, green, green to kick off the Deer Park 400. That one racer and Logan running even starts. Getting as much of a push as you can through 1 and 2 is very important. And see some 3 wide action already. Everyone trying to find the lane that takes them to the front. I think they say to get a little bit spaced out before they really get that wild, but you know, hindsight's 20/20. That one racer all alone on his high side, not really having much of a friend out there. So I think the 23 takes the lead early. Several drivers fight for a top 10 spot. Take a look. Here's the big board as RS Fast and 11 looking to fight his way inside the top 10 early on here. Just watching out for anything so far. Jake trying to take the lead on his own. The outside lanes got worked together, but at what cost? Turn 3 and 4 is going to be where you have to pay the toll to take this lane. A little further back, you can see some 3 wide. Team Duke being put in that middle there. Not the best situation to find yourself in. You see some single file where Ben and Mizzou are going. A little bit of a solace in the field. They want to take it easy a bit before hell breaks over. Speaking of hell breaking over, Logan had to give way for Hyper. As several of the drivers in the middle having to really wrestle for control of their cars. You don't want to be losing control here at this speed. A little beating and banging. But it races good so far. RS Fast and 11 has worked his way to the front. And the 4 in the lead. They're switching lanes. You see Ben go in, Racer step out. They are trying their best to get every last bit they can from this. A little bit of slow here. Mizzou in the bit of a splash zone. Comes off the corner, makes it work. You can see the constant back and forth. God, this track really has it all. But these drivers are trying to get it all. Tiger Man out front, still relatively single file in that part. You see back where 2 or 3 wide, that's where it gets really dicey. Tank Gunner's in the middle of 3, but he finds a lane to get into. Kyle D, Eric Monaco kind of fighting for a spot there. The 3 and the 8. I think everybody's just trying to get where they can. But the faster cars seem to work their way up relatively cleaner here in the early stages. The 41 had to check up for that corner. That's going to cost the inside a lot. Notice the 23 putting the 41 up high, but Toad Warrior couldn't get it there. The mind games you have to play, you have to be perfect with your car control to run this track. It is imperative that you get that done. Jake on the inside, he doesn't have anything anything else with him. He's just there on his lonesome. Ringo is 66. I thought I saw him make a big move, but he must have passed those guys. See the 23 back there. Relatively further back. Team Duke, middle of 3. That's Kyle D and Macaroni in the 48. They're running that line. The 88 did not have a good 3 and 4. But 21 he's given some pushes here. He's getting some good speed out of that race car. I think he's going to try to take RS Fast and 11 to the lead. If the 4 has a lane on 36, no, the 6. 35 is there. The 4 kind of just took the high side. I think he wants to make his own move at his own time. Zent and CS Fast and 11 are still in there. Don't count them out just yet. I think we have a pretty good spread here as drivers are really feeling what they can and can't do with the car. That's going to make the leaders be more leading and make the guys in the back be more in the back. The whole field is still with us by about 4 seconds. As we swing to our backstretch camera, it gets to see how strung out everything is. Whoa! That's BS Fast and 11 in the 15. He's fighting for everything he's got back there, but there are some drivers back there that just aren't really in the give and take market. They're all just trying to get as much as they can. Especially when you have drivers like Eric Monaco, who started relatively good, but they've fallen like a rock since the drop of the green. The 3 car has to get something fixed on that thing fast. The 35 has all the help he can get getting into 1. RS Fast and 11 up high. And whoa, watch those corners because things can get bad if you don't maintain your lane. The 35 going for the lead. I think he's going to get it. Take a look at this. The 35 is going for it. You can just see just how strung out a lot of them are. Jake leads. Zent's on the inside. Everyone down the front. All aboard. The inside is coming back, though. There's 2 lanes now. Ben McDonald really instigating the pushes here. Alan Racer wants to get close to Zent, but not that close. I'll tell you, that's a dangerous way to go about it. Oh, Ben McDonald and Jake are getting into it on the outside lane. Ben and Jake. Jake is really pushing on that 16. And now they're 4 wide. You don't go 4 wide. Here, Tiger Man is leaning on him. Oh, the 6 goes around. They're wrecking. The 6 and the 4. The 35 back up into traffic. J-Money's in it. Oh my God. Oh my God. J-Money. RS is in it. Jake is in it. Dr. Jr., RBV. I haven't seen a crash that bad since 2003 Indy, Texas. Oh, man. That wreck took forever to develop. We'll watch the beginning of it first. It looked like Ben and Tiger Man just really had nowhere to go. Toad Warrior gets a little bit of it, but really the worst of this part of the crash, the worst went to about Jeff and RS. Jake goes around. Now look at J-Money. This is about half speed. Seto barely avoids it. And J-Money just hits the wall hard. And that takes out so many cars. Monaco's in it. Esri gets big damage. There's Angel Madfia, Landon, Racing Fan, Mizzou, Caddy King, Dr. Jr. I mean, we about took out every single rookie in the field except for the goddamn 43. And let's, you know what? I feel like torturing you guys. Where is he? Let's go on board with J Money. All right. This is a nauseous warning right here. God damn. No mercy for that 22. As soon as Dr. Jr. hit him, I knew that was going to be bad. Didn't know how bad, though. One more angle. So the 4 and the 6 are crashing on the side. But Jake just had to be there, and that caused everything to go wrong. God, Esri takes a big hit. Angel Madfia's in it. Oh, RBV gets a little bit of a slide. It collapses in on Landon and the Puff. They're in it. They're trying to drive through. Yeah, both Angel Madfia RBV, they weren't moving. I think the 3 of Eric Monaco is rolling. Esri is not. So we'll check the damage there. All right, so the race leader at this moment is that one racer. Zent, KSS, CS. I think they already pitted already, so everyone who's rolling here should be fine. Tank Gunner had the position on the 38. I do think they're trying to sort out track position at this point. Not sure if there was a secondary incident. Doesn't look like it. RBV is still rolling. All right, let's just get through this caution period here. 31 cars on track back to RBV. God. So the 4, the 1, the 86, 56, 78, 35, 6, 13, 77, 99, and 22 are all out. Top 10 back to the Puff. We are racing green again as it's back out. Drivers jumping out of line. They're jumping to that right side. You can jump to the right side of a driver on a restart. You just can't jump to the left side. And with the way this track is designed, it provides that advantage that you normally don't get. I see Monaco is the slowest of the cars still on track, maybe. So we'll see how that plays out. The 50 of the Puff is kind of in that log jam there. You see they're almost trying to go 4 wide. Plenty of potential 4 wide. They get it sorted out, thankfully. Oh, we got a smoker. And that's the 87 of RBV. And the rookie woes continue. As 99 out, 1 out, 87's about to be out. And the 3 isn't really drafting well. As all it really is the 43 who's in the top 5 now, mixing it up. Hoping for a good finish. There's plenty of drivers who drove past the crash. The Puff does not look like he's that much damaged, as the soft collection may actually play into some of these drivers' favor. As you see the 51 and 15 side by side, that's trippy. 66 further back. So you see all 3, the Arby's brigade is all closing in on each other. Yeah, take a look at that. The wide shot down the straight. You see Arby's, Arby's, Arby's. Arby's. We make diarrhea easy. back to the race, you only see about six or so cars breaking away. Now, Born Ready in the 19 has a good car, just not really in the lane he wants to be in. That might come back to bite him. Maybe. So far, it is Zent kind of leading the tow around. There's plenty of drivers who are suboptimal points who are looking at this race like a golden ticket right now. That is Zent's. That is KSSBSS. That is John X. Sully. Even CS Fast and 11 in the top 10 could potentially see this as his way in. Plenty of those who need this to go right having it come their way. As the 87 on pit road, I think they're working on that car, but they're going to send him back out. He's going to be 2 laps down at least to the point. So it might not be in it for the points, just in it for the experience, I guess. 24th Seto having a good run, but not really valuing drafting with others. So a difficult situation that 24 finds herself in. KSSBSS could see this as one more time. I think he's desperate for it. The veterans kind of leaning on their experience to this point. The 41 is in a good spot, though. No, we'll not deny that. Hyperdrive still in the mix. He's looking pretty good. Got a pretty clean car. And a pretty solid way to go. Oh, they're trying to work against the 44. But 24 pushing right where she is. It's fine. Scroll back up to the top 10. Had it on top 20 for a while. But honestly, with the lead draft, you can kind of see where everyone is. Mostly. Some drivers on the outside shot for a top 10. Toad Warrior, Misty Viper's trying the inside really well. Except when he lost control there in 4, had to really slow down just to regang it. That's what costs some of the drivers' lines. Everyone back to Landon in 27th in the main draft. So that's really there. The 43 is going around. The 43 goes around. That's going to be another wreck here. Macaroni. Kyle D's in it. Oh, the Puff racing fan. Misty. Guys, what are you doing? Over 62. Watch out, watch out, watch out. I think they're going to get through there. Caddy King. Monaco, they're all getting through. And what about that? The 43 making a mistake as Zentz leads him to the caution. Man, I was just talking about leveraging experience to have a good run here. And this is what happens when you don't have that experience. You make that mistake and you go around. It looked like John X. Sully was kind of racing his 3-wide line there. But Macaroni got into the side of him. The 48 gets it. Team Duke, Misty Viper, nowhere to go. A very good drive by the 60 of Krugemeyer to minimize damage. But that just closes the line. You see all of the Arby's cars. Dirtman 5. The Puff getting some damage. The 38, that's Racing Fan. Kyle D is in it. Landon took a hard hit. I thought there was someone was going to get through there. But the 50 did not. And Team Duke, one of many drivers who did not want to see this, especially when his points could be on the fritz. An out like that will be devastating. All right. Well, pit road. Anyone? Anyone at all? We got some repairs for Queso, Racing Fan, Misty Viper, Dirtman, and Macaroni. God, we're running out of. We take cars out of this fucking race pretty hard. It's gonna be who's left. It's who's gonna fight for it. Yeah, let's just get this restart back underway. The green flag will happen with the 17 and 9 as I list out the ones we lost in the crash. We lost. RBV was lost to mechanical issues, but then we lost Landon, the Puff, BS Fast and 11, Ringo, John X. Sully, Kyle D, and Team Duke, Queso, and Dirtman 5. 21 cars on track back to Eric Monaco in the number 3. He could potentially salvage a top 20 day just by surviving despite the first accidents, taking out the remnants of the front here. Oh, that 23 is not really gripping down low as much as he wants to. Infield campers, plenty of fans here. And look at Seto in the 24. Plenty of drivers looking for their first wins of the season. The top 5 lined up here have not won in Season 7. With the 24 in particular not having any career wins to her name. This could be a big opportunity for a driver to really steal one in. Any other big underdogs? Tank Gunner, KSS, they're kind of side by side. Eastlemp running in 15th. And you see the tail back there. They're not really going to be that much of a factor. So not sure if they have a pit stop to make. If they can make it to green on the end, then this will be the battle. But if they have to make a pit stop, that will be instrumental in deciding who wins this race. The 24, the 9, they're drafting together. Not sure if they're going to be working together specifically, but they're doing a fine job. The 9 dropping down to the inside. That's going to be a lane he wants to take. Make up some ground, see what you've got. The 17, still hanging high. I think Seto might not be that friendly to the 9. Yeah, a little bit of a disagreement over how to run that race there. As you know, who's really has a fucking ear-to-ear smile all over his face is that 33. As he already has his win. He's in a position to potentially get another one. And a lot of the drivers that he could be battling for points aren't having the best day. Maybe that 34 is still running good, but at this point, Hyperdrive could easily see himself being top 3 in points. As we see, I think the 60 of Krugermeyer, that's 14th place. 14 cars to potentially decide this one. And it looks like the lappers, Eric Monaco is trying to draft to the back of Macaroni, but it doesn't take. I don't think it will. Honestly, with as little cars as there are left, you need to just kind of be single file just to make speed around here. I'm not sure if they're single file because they're scared. I think they're single file because that's what they have, all they have left in them. I highly doubt we'll see a 3-wide battle for the lead or a 3-wide battle anywhere, as we see the absolute snake here. That anyone who wants to drop to the inside will have to deal with the fact that despite the fact it's a shorter way around in the turns, that nobody goes there to make speed. So it really is a lose-lose situation for the drivers. The 21 is looking for a win in a big way. That 24 Seto, though, on the quarter, this could be her moment. Watch into turn 1 as they go for the lead here. Hyperdrive is going to go with, and the 24 is going to take the lead. Cover high to see if the draft is more there, but the 9 is helping the 33. I'm assuming the 24 wanted the 33 to be alone. That's not the case, but the speed is still there for the 24 team. And you got to watch out. This is dangerous stuff. The 33 has the lane he wants. I think this could be hyperdrive. His time to take the lead. That big 33 is looking for it, but the 9 is just as hungry. Seto rolling up the track. Zentz might try to go middle here. Yeah, Zentz is going middle with the 9. They left a 21 out to dry. The 9 could potentially take it here. Daniel Lux is going way inside. There's no help for, I think, either of the drivers, but Seto might get to the 33 faster than any help can get to the 9. Ben McDonald has to try something. I think Ben wants to go get that 9 and hook him up so he could get him a win. Or Ben could get himself a win. Oh, the 24 had a bad corner. That's going to check up some guys behind. That's that one. Racer not having the best time. That could really kind of end that run there that they could have had. Ben McDonald does have help, though. Oh, but Zentz goes low for it. The 17 is going to try and slide it up. Zentz is he's trying a lot here. Look what's behind the drivers back here. Oh, but 21 almost got turned by the 11 for something there. That was tough sailing. A little bit of 3 wide for drivers that are going really slow. Seto is just struggling up top. 24 has not had the day that they were thinking. Big aspirations for a win fall to top 15. That could be disappointing. Now the 9 settled in behind the 16. That could be Ben McDonald's win condition, just getting the push around the 33. The 21 is in the picture too. Don't count out Frosty Wusky just yet. He's got a lot of experience and looking to get back to victory lane for the first time in a long time. Same goes for that 19 too. He's up to 6th. And he has a good turns 1 and 2. Hyper had a bad turns 1 and 2. If Tank goes with, that'd be a good run for the 19. You're smart to take it. Just keep running. Don't let the 33 get you there. Don't let his aura distract you. You just have to keep pushing where you are. The 9 out front. 21 doesn't have any help. He's going to go back a bit. Hyperdrive getting really close in behind Ben. Seto's trying to get with Ben. Hook up. And there it goes. Now Zentz crosses the 24. Tank all low and bottom of 3. Ben has a bad 1 and 2. I think the 19 didn't want to go underneath the 21. Knew that would end poorly there. Born Ready is in the fight. And the laps are coming down. I do think there's a few drivers in the back that found each other. Caddy King, Mac Aroni, and Eric Monaco all drafting with each other. As I think being alone is the worst thing that could happen to you on this track. Tank Gunner in 2nd. Watch out for this 42 team. They are looking for it any way they can. And think that this could be the start of something greater for this team. Zentz goes with Tank to the front. Now some of the drivers waiting in the back of this pack, they might be waiting for less laps to go to make their ascent through the field. You see Toad Warrior is in the top 10. He could be looking for something here. CS Fast and 11. He's another one of those long time no see victory lane drivers. And Zent's out front could need it in the worst way. Ben McDonald is pushing the shit out of that 23, though. I think Ben might see something in him that we don't. These drafting partners are all very, very tense right now. As we've been green for a long time, you do not want to overstep your boundaries here. Things are getting a little bit rough with the grip department. I think the 11 slipped back a bit. So we'll have to see what happens with the field here. The 9 and the 60, they're getting close to each other, but they're not touching. Ben McDonald out front, and Toad Warrior is on the way. But 34 has been instrumental in winning races. He has just been so there so many times. I think he's looking for just one more, because Ben could win another one. Ben and Toad have been kind of hogging up the wins this season. And I'm not sure if anyone else here wants to see him have any more, but they're 1-2 right now. Hyperdrive, Racer, their dispute over that position, not really letting the 41 in. 23's got a good run. He's trying the low side, but he's alone in it as we come to 7 to go. Look at 4 wide back there. Hello. And Seto gets through. No problem. That 24 is doing fine. The 23 is taking a push from the 17. The 23 is with Ben on the outside. I'm not sure what they're thinking at this point. Coming to 6 to go. But dynamic of this race can still change any moment. Tank Gunner is trying to solo it. Zentz is being pushed around the inside. And look at that 17. He's out front. Those lappers have found each other. They're not going to get lapped. So I think it's just going to be this battle if they have it in them. Hyperdrive getting the push to the lead. Tank Gunner looking for something here. Looking to break his luck. Bad luck. Just a little bit more for the 42. Can he get it done? We are coming to 5 laps left. All 14 of these drivers are going just as hard as they've ever been. The 17 down on the inside. Ben McDonald shuffling his line a little bit. See what he's got. Tank outside, giving some help to 33. Zentz on the inside, 17. Last season was disappointing for Zentz, but he wants to make it up. He wants to get going there. 4 to go. Zentz getting there. He's running the inside pretty well. Ben McDonald, he's got racer support. The problem is I think Zent's going to get flocked by Ben on the inside. Well, watch Krugemeyer enters the top 10. Could be a potential threat here. And Ben is going for it, and they're going with Ben. That one racer thinking about going with the 33. 3 to go. Might have been a bad move for the 41 car. As look at the 9, Canadian Lux going right in there. As they're starting to really, those in the back that may not have it, starting to lose a little bit of their touch. And there are 3 lanes. Ben has to defend them all. Hyperdrive staying in second. The 9 files in third. Hyperdrive and Ben McDonald, they're going side by side for the lead. Down the front stretch. Ben is going to hang on by a nose. The 9 goes with Hyper, though. Oh, but he's trying to be indecisive about it. 2 to go. Canadian Lux is going all the way to the back bumper of a 33. Needs somebody to get along him. Ben's going to help the 9. Oh, he's indecisive. Goes back to the 33. Can the 9 stay low? 2 laps to go. The 9 is going to grip around the inside. He's got it right where he needs it. I think the 9's going to clear the 41 on the low side. Watch out. Hyperdrive has to push the 9 to clear the 41. Coming to the white flag. One more time around. The 9 set sail in the 1. Here comes that one racer's 41. Who's it going to be? Canadian Lux, that one racer. The lines are even. Zentz is thinking about going 3. Will he make the move? He's got to go for it. He's going to push Racer, though. That one racer on the inside through 3 and 4. Zentz up to second. Here comes Zentz. The lines have formed. It's all about the speed. Down the front straightaway, Zentz is going to get the push to take the win at Verlandring. Big run for the 17 team here. They are going to be very grateful for the security that this win grants them. We see some of the finishers that weren't in the main draft. Eastlamp, Misty Viper, Racing Fan. The 62 of Darkest Presence had an ignition failure, so everybody who's still running is in the top 20. That will be Caddy King, Macaroni, and Eric Monaco finishing the race here today. And that is it, a big win for the 17 team. We done tore up a lot of cars, but we had some good draft racing. Quick look at final results. We'll see you next time. Take care.